Yeah, Johnny, I guess those last couple drives defensively, did you feel like it was just kind of building for them? I mean, both of them were long drives when they were out there and finishing both touchdowns.
Yeah, they definitely had momentum. We had confidence in our defense that we could, man up and make a stop to, hopefully win the game. We knew we had to step up for our offense. They were struggling for a little bit, but we got some momentum towards the end of the game. Uh, it's a shame that the game ended like that defensively. I felt like we played a really good game up until, the second half of the fourth quarter. So, it's disappointing to finish the season that way, but I think we left it all out there.
We'll get to the questions that have hands raised. Go ahead, Christopher, next.
John, you guys have a defense have closed out so many games this year with a lot of big wins, and especially late in the fourth quarter. What was Michigan State doing that was able to get past you guys? Because it seemed like there were some of the passes that were just right through tight coverage that allowed them to kind of get some of those late scores.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's ironic you asked that because there were several times throughout the game, I think at least 3 times when I would tell Voss or somebody else that they ran the perfect play call versus the play call that we had on defense. There was especially, I think there was twice in the first half and then once in the fourth quarter where I came off the field saying, dang, that's exactly what we didn't want them to run in that situation. And they ran that. So credit to them and their preparation in that. Sometimes that's just the luck of the draw and the way things work out. But yeah, to answer your question, they played a complete game. We weren't sure exactly what to expect, with their running back not being able to play. So, they came out and they threw it and their quarterback had some really good passes. And, sometimes we had really tight coverage and they were able to complete passes just off of a great pass and a great catch. I talked to MJ after the game and told him to keep his head up because it was a great throw and a great catch. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. So you live and you learn, and we'll move on.
We'll go next to Craig Meyer and then Dalton Coppola.
Hey, John, I was curious, especially in the late stages of a game when Michigan State keeps converting on third, fourth down, when those things happen over and over, especially in a half where they run almost 50 plays, what sort of effect or cumulative effect does that have on a defense and its psyche, mindset, and even, and I guess even its fatigue level too?
Yeah, that's a great challenge, not trying to let it affect you as a defense because there were a couple times, on those last few drives where we had them in third and long and, we'd say to each other on the field, okay, this is our stop. We got to get off the field here. And then they complete, a 3rd and 11 or a 3rd and 12. And they weren't huge plays, but they were chunk plays that they would get right past the sticks. And, sometimes it's a sigh after that, like, geez, like that was our opportunity. It's a challenge to really snap and clear and, move on to the next play, especially when we know our team needs a stop. So that can be pretty daunting and challenging as a defense. But, as a older player and as a leader, I feel like that's my job and, some of my teammates' job to, kind of rally the troops and, look forward to the next snap.
We'll take 2 more for John. Go ahead, Dalton.
John, you're a senior. You just wrapped up your Pitt career. You started at Penn State. You came home to Pitt where you grew up. Can you take me through the emotions you're feeling right now? Like even after the loss, like what did this season mean to you?
Someday I'll write a book on all this. People keep telling me to do that. And, within the next few weeks, I'd love to sit down with one of you guys and do an in-depth interview about, everything, the whole journey, the whole process, because I know we've talked about it here and there, but I haven't gotten into any details about the extent of, just my journey and process and, the roller coaster ride that I've been through personally. And, when I came to Pitt, it was really a blind leap of faith. And I felt like that was my calling at the time. And to come home and to, help put this team back on the map, it's really been everything I've ever, dreamed for. But to me, I felt like it was meant to happen. And sometimes, when everything I was going through there, I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to happen, but I had faith and I knew that in my heart that it was going to happen. And so when I had this season like I did, I fully expected that. And, the people who believe in me and support me in my small support circle, you know, they expected it. So, I mean, I'm so thankful and grateful for all those people that supported me along the way. And, you know, everybody here at Pitt welcomed me with open arms. And I know I said in the past, but I'll forever be hailing at Pitt. You know, I'll forever be grateful and loyal to Pitt. You know, I can't thank Coach Narduzzi enough because he didn't have to take me. He's a man of his word, and I'll forever be loyal to him and a fan of him. I could go on for a long time about this, you know, just everything I've been through, but, you know, it's amazing. Obviously, I wish more than anything we could have won that game tonight and to finish off my Pitt career, you know, with a win. I wanted to win that game so bad for the city, the university, the program. But this program's on the right track, and I'm so excited for, you know, what's in store in the future. You know, but like I said, I can't be more grateful or appreciative of the opportunity and the season we had this year, you know, and I'm really proud to say that I helped put this team back on the map.
I think it would be appropriate to give the final question for John to Jerry.
John, you pretty much said it all, but I was just wondering how difficult it's going to be for you in the coming weeks to put this game behind you, since you had 11 out of 14 really good experiences this year.
Yeah, it's really difficult. You know, like I said, I wish more than anything we could have finished off with a W, but, you know, if there's anything I learned throughout this process is that adversity is always going to come. And, you know, being positive and positive energy just defeats everything. You know, we can go back and forth about, you know, certain games and things that happened in the past, but, you know, when football was taken away from me for 3 years due to, you know, uncontrollable events, you know, I looked at myself in the mirror and, you know, I learned more about myself. And, you know, adversity is always going to come. And my favorite book is Chop Wood, Carry Water. And, you know, I learned to just keep going. And, you know, the punches are going to come. You got to roll with the punches. And, you know, being positive, the sun's going to rise again tomorrow. And the sun doesn't stop for anybody. So, you know, it's heartbreaking that we lost tonight. I feel bad for my teammates and for my coaches to put so much into this. Like I said, I wish more than anything we could have pulled this out for everybody because I feel like we deserve it. And we played a heck of a game tonight. Everybody played so hard. I'm so proud of everybody. You know, this is a great program, and it's definitely on the rise, and it's going to stay there. So, you know, I'm excited for the future for me and for Pitt, and everything's going to work out for everybody. I'm excited.